Hi loves, welcome back. I'm finally sharing the Bantu knot tutorial. When I posted this on Instagram, so many people asked for a tutorial and it's honestly quite easy. I'm doing it a bit different from how I did it the first time. The first time I did it on wet hair. Yesterday I shampooed and conditioned my hair. So if you haven't seen my 3-hour wash day routine, definitely check that out. I did all of those steps, but I was feeling a little lazy, so I literally just put my hair in 4 braids and went to sleep. So today my hair is actually dry, but I'm still gonna do the tutorial essentially the same way that I did it before. The only difference is that it's going to be on dry hair, so hopefully this works out just the same. If not, what I'll do is I'll take a towel and kind of wet my hair like just a little bit, like just a tinge, to kind of make it a bit more, you know, soft. You know how water does to the hair. It definitely loosens it up a bit. So I'm gonna just take off this hair scalp. We're gonna take out these braids and start parting. The products that I used last time that I will be using this time also are the Allocate Naturals Hold and Styling Gel. I'm also going to use their Lemongrass Slay and Edge Control Gel. One of these black strips that I always use to really like lay my edges. My Best with the Brush by Felicia Leatherwood. A regular brush to really smooth it in, and a rat tail comb. The only other thing that I might kind of add into this is a bit more leave-in conditioner. And it just so happened that the leave-in conditioner that I use is also from the Allocate Naturals Lemongrass collection. So my hair should be moisturized. Okay, outfit, I like it. So I'm gonna start off with the front. With the front on these Bantu knots, I just go ear to ear. I'm not gonna lie, I typically part my hair in almost the same positions every time that I part it. So there's kind of like parting lines in my hair, which is kind of crazy because when I did this, I can actually see where I typically part. My hair is kind of like naturally split right there. This is actually probably the longest and hardest part about this actual style is the parting. The parting takes so long, especially if you're like me and you're not that good at parting. But the only way for me to get better is to keep doing it. I think that that's straight enough. I'm not gonna even wear this style for that long. I'm literally just doing this for tutorial purposes. I'm not gonna lie though, the first time that I did this style on my hair, I said that I was only gonna wear it for like a day or two, and I wore it for a week. And then after I took the style out, I was like, oh, I'm gonna wash my hair. And when I took the Bantu knots out, it was so pretty that I ended up, it was the week of Thanksgiving, I ended up wearing my hair in the Bantu knot out for a week. So I literally had 2 weeks of styling just so unexpectedly, and it was an easy 2 weeks, but Bantu knots are a little difficult to sleep in. So don't do them tight at all. What I did, I'm gonna modify how I did the Bantu knots before and do a little bit less than what I did. So first things first is a straight part on your left and your right side. So the easiest thing to do is to take a little bit of the edge control and line the part. It helps keep the part together. It also helps when you're parting to keep like a really straight part, because this is so tacky that it allows the hair to basically lay down in either direction so that you can tell the part ain't straight, okay? Now in terms of lining the part, you want to do it on all 4 sides. No matter what, put some edge control on the part. It really helps keep the parts like really crisp and straight and smooth. You can put it on the flat side of the comb to make it easier to smooth in. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to the top of my hair and use my best with the brush to just detangle it a little bit. Then I'm gonna use a bit of the gel in the middle of my hands, and we're gonna mainly focus that on the top of the hair. I'm gonna twist. I would twist a little bit before you start rolling, but again, this doesn't need to be, it just needs to pull tight enough. I didn't even brush through this, I think because my hair is already stretched, but typically I would kind of brush through it to like really get it smooth. And then I'm gonna twist and wrap and twist some more and wrap, and then I'll just twist and tuck the ends into the bottom of the knot. So now we're down, we got one knot down. Don't worry about this right now. If it's too small for you, we're gonna make it thicker, so it's not a big deal. I just parted the front. I really had to concentrate on this. So the first time that I did this style, I parted the front in an X, and it really didn't make any sense after I finished it because I had a Bantu knot here and one right behind it. So this time I went and did a little bit more research, and I was like, you know, I can part the front in a V instead of an X. So basically you're gonna start in the middle of your head, part a V to this end and part a V to that end, and you will have 3 triangular sections in the front, which honestly, it just makes life so much easier. So I think I'll do the middle one first. I did the middle one last time. Let's do that one first. So I'm gonna wet this a little bit. You guys saw that I added a little bit more moisture to the hair. It was feeling a little dry. A little bit of gel, primarily on the top of the hair. I'm really just focusing the gel like right here where the Bantu knot is gonna be. And I'm gonna push this one back just a little bit because it is in the front. I need to detangle this, and then we're gonna brush this in to like smooth out all of this product. Oops, not that side. And then twist. Woo! That one was harder. I don't know why. I can always come back and do it because I don't use like bobby pins or anything. I'm gonna use rubber bands at the end when I add in hair to it. So that typically makes it a little tighter. So I try not to harp on this part too much because it will get tighter. So we'll speed through these other 2 knots for sure. Let my husband part the back, and for the entire back, okay, I am gonna do 4 Bantu knots in the back. So in the back, we're gonna do a part down the middle and a part across, ear to ear, and that's gonna basically leave the entire back of my head open to sleep. Hair is parted, so now in the 4 sections in the back, I just did 4. We're We're keeping it simple this time. 4, so 4 and 5, so that's 9 Bantu knots total. For the back, I am definitely going to add a rubber band to secure it because I likely won't be adding any hair. I might, there's a possibility, but last time I did not add any hair to the back. The sections were so big that it was kind of like unnecessary. What I really want to do with my Bantu knots is try to put them in windows so that they're not right behind each other. You want to actually be able to see one knot through the other knot, if that makes sense. You know how back in the day, if you did dance class or any other like performance, they would have you stand in windows. That's what we want. You want the Bantu knots to be in a window of whatever knot is in front of them so that you can still see the knot peeking through. Like this, like so, like that. Okay, we could definitely stop here, but this is not enough. So what I'm gonna do, because my camera actually needs to be charged a little bit, is blinking red, so it's gonna go off at any given minute. I am going to go ahead and wrap this, tie this down. I will let my hair sit for a little while my camera charges, and then we'll come back and add in braiding hair to the front to make the Bantu knots larger. So she shall return momentarily. Okay, so we're back. It's been honestly about an hour. But this right here is just old braiding hair. You can really use any type of hair for this. Because this hair is really long, I'm not gonna use a lot of it at all. Like, this is how thin the pieces are. And what you really just wanna do, kind of like smooth it out, release any knots if there's any, fold it in half like so, but in the middle you are going to take a rubber band and you're basically going to loop the rubber band through itself, if that makes sense. I'm trying to explain this to where it makes, I don't know, one of these like loops. That one wasn't that perfect, but we still gonna use it. So I've already done the other ones. I have 5 of these for the front of my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. Ooh, the power of that wrap is insane. So basically what I'm gonna do is use the rubber band to secure the hair. This is also going to make it a little bit tighter, which is why I didn't want to use the rubber bands in the beginning. Then for this hair, because it's so smooth, if you use a kinkier texture hair, you won't have to do this. I'm gonna add some gel to the hair because this smooth hair, it can get weird, like. And then I'm just going to twist and wrap, primarily focusing it at the base of the Bantu knot, because you kind of want the base to be thicker. And for the very, very end, I'm literally just gonna tuck it. And with this braiding hair, you don't even have to like twist it tight. I just twist it just to give it a little bit of the texture like my hair so that it's virtually unclockable. When I wore this last time, it was unclockable. People couldn't tell what was my hair and what wasn't. So trust me, it works. Okay, let's speed through the rest of this process. So now I need some oil for my scalp, and then that's gonna also help release some of the buildup. It'll make it shiny again. Okay, last step is edges. I kind of have this slick back really tight, so it's going to, the edges, I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot of edges. That might be it. Like, that oil is very moisturizing. So this is like a preliminary ending to the video. I hope that you guys like it. Of course, I'll do like some cutaway and some made up versions of it, but for now I'm gonna tie it down. Super easy tutorial. Of course, I'm gonna leave all of the products linked below. If you guys have any other natural hair tutorials that you want me to do, hit me up. Drop a comment below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.